What it do, it's Way out here, and today I'm going to be going over my win today, and also not only that, this strategy. Okay, we're going to be going over exactly what we're looking at as far as how to win, how to manage our losses, pretty much everything. If you're getting into trading, this is going to be the video for you. I am not going to lie to you. I'm going to be 100% real and tell you trading is difficult. Okay, trading is extremely difficult, and I'm going to explain to you why I even have this short order place in a minute here, just to let you guys know. I'm actually giving something a shot for the end of the day here because I see something that I normally actually do like for a setup. I have different ways of trading. I've talked about this before. There are several ways to trade. There's not one strategy that's going to make you win, because all strategies will fail. All strategies will win, right? We have a whole bunch of different approaches to trading, right? But trading in itself, again, is difficult. You know, it's difficult managing your emotion. It's difficult, you know, going into something not knowing exactly what's going to happen, right? But at the end of the day, we are a faith-based channel. We trust in God. We trust Him with everything we have. As you guys can see, today was a nasty day in the market, okay? It was completely insane. I haven't seen a move like that in a long time. I'm assuming Trump came out with some news or something, but regardless, let's get into pretty much what happened today with the strategy that, I trade, which is the 15-minute orb. Again, the only thing I've switched compared to my old videos was doing it at 9:30 versus now doing it at 8 p.m., okay? 8 a.m., jeez, 8 a.m. So we're looking at this candle right here. As you guys can see, this is Ninja Trader. You can use this on Top 1 futures, which is what I recommend. Code GGG, Jim Ground God. You guys can go, if you want to support me, you can check that out in the description. Not only that, My Funded Futures, Lucid, and Top Step. Those are my platforms. That's what I use the most. I absolutely love them. They have been good to me, okay? So yeah, let's go into this. We have a 15-minute high, 15-minute low that's what we're looking for as far as the strategy goes. And just to go into the description a little bit, it's pretty simple. You go from the 15-minute right here. If you guys can see, there's time intervals. Each candle right here is basically within a 15-minute time span. So if you're choosing 15 minutes, this is 8 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. EST, okay? We are looking for the high. We are looking for the low, okay? Then we switch from the 15-minute to the 5-minute, okay? And as you do this over and over again, you'll see how simple this actually gets, right? But besides the point, let's look into it, right? So we see a closure, which is what we're looking for on the 5-minute, where I should have went that first. We're looking for a closure on either the top side or the bottom side, okay? Market has been extremely volatile. We don't know when it's going to be bearish. We don't know when it's going to be bullish. We are at war, okay? It's not going to be an easy front to really think about mentally, right? So let's just go with what the trading shows you. That's my advice. Go in whatever the strategy that you choose, go in with it regardless of what happens, right? And that's how you're going to overall have more profits than losses, right? So as you guys can see, we see a 5-minute closure. At that point, we are then waiting for basically a retest back into this zone, right? Whether it's a halfway point, which is exactly where it went today, or it can come down to the low. Again, yesterday I got completely stomped out because it flew way under that, right? Some days are going to be great, some days are going to be trash, right? And that's what a lot of traders will not tell you. My strategy works completely, right? That's what everyone tells you online. I don't lose. They lose, bro. They lose. They just don't tell you about it. They're selling you courses and stuff, you know? And like, that's why I love my channel. I'm not here to sell you a course. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to tell you that trading is difficult. The only way you can do this is through God. I believe that with all my heart. Is just trusting in God and trusting that it's going to work out. That's it, right? If God gives you a vision, man, go after it, and go into it with good morals and for a good reason for why you're getting into trading, right? And don't be like all these fools online thinking they're going to go get a Lamborghini next week or next year. Trading is volatile. Trading is really tough. You're going to have really good months. You're going to have really bad months, right? And that's the whole point. You can make an extra 100K for your family. You can make an extra 30K for your family, whatever it is, right? But you're also going to be spending a lot on prop firms. You're going to be spending these things too. So there's things to look into in the beginning stage. When you get into the middle stage, that's where you're going to start seeing more profits and you're going to start seeing losses. Then your losses, I should say, right? When you get to the end stage, you're going to see a lot more wins than you're going to see losses, right? But at the end of the day, you're still going to have to go through the process of trading. Trading is difficult, bro. You know what I mean? We have to retest things. We have to go through them a million times in our head before we even see a profit, before we even see ourselves getting better, right? And that's why I really recommend this strategy, right? And I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to me. I'm just a random dude off the right of the block, right? I'm normal. I am just showing you what my plan is for my kids, my future, my future kids, my wife, everything. I want to make a life for them. And that's why I'm telling you that we can do this through the Lord Jesus Christ. That is it. He is my foundation. He is my everything. And I talk about this every single video I make. So I want you guys to know that with God, you can, number one, endure everything. And number two, you can do anything, right? And that's what Paul talked about in the Bible, right? We can do anything. We can endure anything. We can go through the losses. We can go through the pain, knowing that God has a reward for us. God has something on the other side, whatever it is that God has in his will, right? So just remember that going into it, as hard as that is. I know how hard it is. I'm human too, man. You know, man, I have doubts, I have fear, I have confusion, I have all of these things, right? But when God shows you something, man, it's just the faith of a lion going in and saying, you know what, I'm going to make this happen. I don't know how long it will take me, but I know there's going to be someone watching this video that is doubting themselves and doubting their future and doubting that they can do this. And I cannot tell you how many times I have sat in that position, bro. You know what I mean? Where it tore me apart. And there's days, even today, where it tears me apart, right? But you're going into it, man, with the idea of becoming something, you know, and you already are something. That's my message. You already are something. It's just gonna build you, right? And just don't let it get to you internally as much as I have in the past, and as much as I have do currently sometimes. You know, just realize that it's a day-by-day process, man. Trading is difficult, but what you're looking for, again, is just consistent wins and smaller losses than your wins, right? So if we're going in right here, right? Let's just say you put a buy order right there at that halfway point, which I talked about, right? You put a buy order. And then you're looking for a stop loss of like $400. You can go in with, you know, either 1 micro or 3 micros is what I do, right? 3, sometimes I'll go in with 1. Like I said, I'll tell you exactly why I'm going in up here if it does happen. Again, I might lose. I lose just like you lose, bro. But at the end of the day, profitability is just having more wins than you have losses, right? So if I can win 2 days in a row, have a small loss, win 1 more day, have 1 more loss, have 1 more win, I can get a payout. Right, and that's kind of how if you think about it, right? If I just make my losses $300 to $400 and I make my wins $800 to $900, you're gonna win in the end, and you're gonna make more profits, and you're gonna be able to get more payouts. The losses won't matter as much. The problem is being able to shut the laptop off when you know that things are not going the direction you want them to, right? This morning, this trade worked out perfectly. We really did, right? So we saw the buy, had to wait a little bit, but it came right back into this zone, and you could have easily just put a buy right at that halfway point. You know, you might not get the exact identical entry, but if you saw this rejection happening, you know, even if you went down to the 1 minute and you saw this rejection happening down in that zone, right? You basically saw it come up in the 1 minute right here, 1056, boom, rejected it, and then went back up. You could have put a buy order right here, you know, and I'm not saying it's as easy as doing that, 'cause it's not. Obviously, it's not. You don't know, oh, is it going to come down here? Is it, you know, it's a risk that we take in trading, right? Trading, again, is hard. It's about how we respond to our hard with faith. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on this content. I upload almost every single day. We're going to continue to do so. We're going to get this channel, we're going to get the channel more views. That's my hopes. And the reason I'm entering on a daily right here, I'm going to show you guys, and it's something I normally have done a lot in the past, which again, it doesn't always work because that's not reality, right? But as you guys can see, a lot of the time trading in general, right, not necessarily in a war, but in trading, we like to see the market come up to previous day highs and basically make a reversal at that point, or it could just keep going up. I don't know what this gap is up here, don't ask me, but it's some kind of gap that I've set previously, clearly. But besides the point, you know, we have a massive daily fair value gap right there too, as you guys can see. And I mean, there's only so much the market's really going to go up in general. You know, I mean, I can't say that. We went up so much money today, Jews and crow. But besides the point, we have a daily right here. If I can even do the rectangle here. Boom. As you guys can see, we have a daily candle right there, a daily fair value gap, sorry. See, and we're heading into that zone right now. So I'd love to see a reversal at the low of that, or the high of this candle and the low of the gap. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I'm praying for that, you know, and I'm willing to take a small risk for a big reward. And at the end of the day, if I can make $200 off of it, it's $200. That's kind of how I look at things, right? And I talk about this in all of my videos, right? We go for the small wins and they add up. At the end of the day, that's how it works. That's how trading works. If we can make $300, that's $300. If we can make $150, that's $150. You know, your losses will hopefully be less than your wins, and you'll continue. You'll grind from there, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made any sense at this point, but make sure to smash that like button, subscribe. GGG for the code for Top 1 Futures if you guys want to get a funded account from them. They do really good funded accounts. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.